let's recap, shall we? Mercer killed Gallus 20 years ago. And instead of going back to the Thieves Guild and saying, Mercer killed Gallus, you guys, let's murder his face off, you went into hiding, thus proving his point that you'd killed, his story that you'd killed Gallus. And then you spent the next 20 years in hiding before you came up with the brilliant idea to use real estate as a means of tipping your hand that, you know, that I don't know, that you were here so that they would find your one informant and hopefully get out of him that he'd talked to you, and you hoped that they'd translate, you know, go back to where it began as come to Snowvale Sanctum, and you hoped that Mercer would come there.
Trust no one else.
Shut up. And you hoped that Mercer would come there so that you hoped you could use this paralytic poison that you spent a year developing and then only made one dose of, so that you could shoot Mercer and bring his body back to the guild as evidence that, no, I totally didn't shoot the other guy, and here, have this journal to prove it, which nobody can read. At this point, I don't think I need to help the Thieves Guild to destroy it. I can just let you be in charge. Okay, Chadwick, breathe. There's no need to stab anyone. Even if they are an absolute tit and a moron who shot me because they couldn't get a clear shot at the person they actually wanted to kill. No need to shout either at Lydia, who completely failed to do anything about it. Who watched as Mercer Frey stabbed me in the chest.
Still here.
Thanks for that, by the way.
Please make it brief. We have much to do.
We indeed have much to do. Carlia believes the only proof that could expose Mercer's treachery can be found within the pages of Gallus's journal, which he recovered from Snowvale Sanctum. Unfortunately, the journal is written in some sort of code that needs to be deciphered. Because, you know, that's the best evidence, is the kind that nobody can read. Our only hope is Enthier, one of Carlia and Gallus's former acquaintances, who is a wizard at the College of Winterhold. Which is, I believe, somewhere in that direction. I can just barely see it through all this snow. Where are we right now? Oh, we're right by Pillar of Iceborne. I have no idea what that shout is, but let's go see if we can't scout it out. After all, we're right next to... We're right next to a fire. We can warm up. Over that direction. Okay, what is this? Ah, there it is. Pillar of Iceborne discovered. You're very cold. Do I don't have the shout fully unlocked. Okay. Let's go back to the fire. Where? How the crap do I lose a fire? It was right here. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to run towards Winterhold, because we're getting very cold, but I don't see that getting better with us staying out here. Like, yeah, we're in a forest. There's plenty of wood. Yeah, let's just camp out for the night. Oh, but you guys don't... I don't have a tent for you. I do have a tent for you guys. I picked it up. Congratulations, we're setting up tent. We're all gonna get nice and warm. That's better. It's a bright morning day. The blizzard at least has slowed down. It's still snowing, but it's not pouring down like it was.
Have you got a plan for today, or are we just playing it by ear?
Actually, yes. We're going to go up towards Winterhold to go deliver a staff, see if we can't help that one guy with his amulet. Let's put that out, get our firewood back. We're going to actually, I was gonna put the firewood in the chest, but I pressed the wrong button. So we're gonna have to toss it into the what's it called? The bag of holding. There's my firewood. All right, and on we go. We want to head... Which way is north? That way is north. Ah, there's the college now. Just a matter of wielding our way there. Seeing if we don't come across anything interesting on the way.
What? Nakast!
Like... Are those Imperials? Are those bandits? No.
No more! I yield!
Well, that's... promising, I suppose. Alright, so that's twice that little encounter has crashed our game for us. So we're going to see if we can't do something about that, you know, do it more subtly instead of charging in. Let's see, we see two bandits, I think, who just killed that guy. Who did they just kill, I wonder? And who are they fighting now? Is that the bard guy? The wandering traveler? No, a peddler. Okay. And part of you is saying, "Oh, what a terrible thing! They've killed him." And yeah, it really is. But at the same time, don't mind me, folks. It was these awful bandits on the road that killed him, not me. I'm just profiting from it. Where'd they go? Ah, there you are. Bandit Armor Demolisher. Oh, you got a friend. Volkman Automaton Mistress. How many titles does one bandit need? Holy crap, that backflip. Let's see, healing hands. Do we have that on the hotbar? No, I don't think we do. There you go, Inigo. Get up. Now, there was an automaton archer over here. Where'd it go? Journeyman's Nook. This must be where the bandits were hiding out. No, I don't want to pick up the horse and carry it with me. I'm sorry. I have my limits. I mean, I probably could if I were to actually get rid of some of this crap on me, but, Dragon Bone Arrow, that's mine. Staff of Scattershocks. Okay, and Valian Supporter. What is it? Who is Valian? Who do you, and how do you support him, I wonder? And we're probably going to have to put our stuff back in the bag of holding just because we just picked up a bunch of alchemy components. Yeah, we just picked up about 300 pounds worth of alchemy components. So now that that's done, let's get on our way to the college. You feel comfortable. Wonderful. We just got to town, too. So, we're going to talk to... And actually, first things first. We have a helm for the Jarl here. So let's get in there, give it to him, and say, you know, sorry for keeping it for ourselves for these past, you know, 2 weeks or so. Is the Jarl not awake yet?
Keep your distance.
Okay. Quick question. Who are you? What do you do?
Me? Nothing. And I hope to keep it that way. The Jarl is convinced I have some connection with the college, so he goes easy on me. Maybe you'd like to help me keep up appearances. Old Nellicard has a mage's staff in his room in the frozen hearth. It'd be good to have that staff, in case the Jarl starts wondering if I actually have a real connection to the college.
Ah, so you're a fraud. Yeah, if you want a soul, and you can go get it for yourself, sorry.
Daedra take you then.
Like, I do work for the Thieves Guild, but I'm not a thief. I'm not gonna just go in and say, hey, unless Nellikar would like to sell it to me, maybe?
Imperials.
You guys need some more lights in here. It's dark in here. There you are, Jarl Courier.
You're asking for trouble walking around with dangerous magic like that.
I have the Helm of Winterhold for you.
Can you believe that this hold used to contend for the throne of the High King? Now, perhaps others will listen. Here, your reward is promised. You have Winterhold's thanks.
Well, you're welcome. How? 1,500 gold, yeah. Anything else you need, my Jarl?
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title, mainly. but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane.
Okay. Actually, I guess that would be an honor, yeah. I
Good luck to you.
don't see why not. Oh! I've already assisted the people of Winterhold 3 out of 3. Yeah, I've helped your people, apparently.
Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Winterhold. I grant you this weapon from the armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify the guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now.
Cool. Blade of Winterhold. What is that? What did you just give me? The Blade of Winterhold is a steel sword bestowed with the mighty frost enchantment worthy of Winterhold's champion. I mean, yeah, maybe it is, but it's still a steel sword. So maybe the enchantment is good, but
away from me.
Oh, Vilcus, what are you doing here? And Rhea,
I was the
okay.
newest companion until you came along. I guess that's okay. Just means I can show you the ropes.
Wonderful. First things first, though, let's go over to... Actually, are there any miscellaneous quests we have here? Need to go speak with Enthir, of course. Boulderfall Cave, Greywater Grotto. Where are those? Speak with Gunmer for an assignment. Help Serene. Oh, right. I didn't go talk... Oh, crap. I didn't talk to them about that. I'd hoped to improve the crossbow a bit. Ah, well. To the college it is. We'll go talk to Enthir, give him the staff he wanted, in exchange for the amulet that, what's his face, the stupid looking Nord, I forget his name. And while we're here, Enthir can help us with Gallus's journal. Let's see, if I recall correctly, Enthir used to hang out in the top portion, right? Or I'm in the wrong section, he's in the student wing. Which, really, you'd think would be bigger. You wouldn't think that you'd have one wing for teachers, one wing for all the students. Like, I'm all for small class sizes, but that's, I don't know, like eight students and 9 teachers, something like that. Let's see, Relena Marion. What's your face? Onmund. You're the guy I'm getting the amulet for. Okay.
We shouldn't have been disturbing Sarthal, no matter what you found down there.
Maybe so, but you know. Experience as a tomb robber has colored my perception, shall we say? Jizargo, have I talked to you before?
Admit, but Jizargo could still use some help.
What do you need help with?
Jizargo has seen that Torftir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes?
With some schools, yeah.
I cannot do it alone. Can you help with this?
What do you need help with?
Jizargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Jizargo stand out as a mage.
Innovation is good,
But
yeah.
Jizargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help with the testing, this will make learning easier.
On the other hand,
Jizargo will give
innovation
you
without
scrolls.
testing is
You will
bad.
use them and report the results. This is a good plan, no? You tell Jizargo when you are ready.
I suppose the question becomes, what's in it for me? Alright, I'll help you. Give me the scrolls, whatever.
You can resist, can you?
Yeah, I'm a busybody of the highest order.
This one, I think. Jizargo has designed it to be an excellent flame cloak, with a twist. It is especially potent against the undead, and should burn them to a crisp in no time. Jizargo gives you plenty of these scrolls, so you try them and return when you can say whether they work.
Alright. Oh, Lydia, you just
Jizargo
popped in there,
will give
didn't you?
word of how well his scrolls work.
This is my bedroom, so Enthir is probably upstairs, maybe? Either that or he's in the Arcanium somewhere. Speaking of, I need to go talk to, what's-his-face? The Urag. Arnio. Have I talked to you before?
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
I don't think I have. I can ask you 2 things. What do you know about Ancano?
He asked far too many questions about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work.
Why?
I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it.
I'm beginning to regret that high texture mod, because that is looking kind of... Yeah. Is there any college business I can assist with?
You mean the official sort of business? Well, no. No, not really. Until next time.
Okay, so the unofficial kind of business.
The exact... You mean the... Until next time.
No, you don't want to talk to me about that. Okay. Enthier, there you are. No, you're... Mugnor? Who the crap is Mugnor? I've never heard of this guy. Okay.
Oh, there was a great rumble outside this morning. Did you feel it? Surely it must have been a giant riding a carriage, or a flying ship.
Or a giant riding a flying mammoth, powered by chi.
Of course, that had to be it. It couldn't possibly be anything else. Although, I don't know if it will be powered by cheese. That part makes no sense. Carried by moth spiders, more likely.
Oh, of course,
They
how
shoot the
silly of me.
mammoths with their webbing and then float off together into the sky. It takes 1,000, no, 1,000,000 moths to lift it.
Yeah, you have quite the imagination.
Strange. Master Drevis and Tolfdir also use that word. I don't like to think I'm imagining things. I like to think it's all undiscovered.
Yeah. Have you ever actually witnessed any of this undiscovered stuff?
Oh, all the time. Especially at the college where magical energy is strong. Floating objects like books, soul gems, and silverware for one. You really have to watch where you're going or you might run your eye into a fork. Then there's some multiplying fruit. Master Drevis thinks the several hundred apples he found in his pillow was a prank. I think it was a rare form of spontaneous cloning. Clearly some type of plant-based magic, like an evolved form of alchemy.
Yeah, right.
Of course. I bet in places like Valenwood there are all sorts of carnivorous plants that use magic to capture their prey. Like a plant with invisible fangs on its fronds, trapping birds and insects who stop to rest their weary wings. Or how about a talking plant who uses magic to mimic speech? A stamen is almost like a tongue. Then you get real close and the fangs chomp you. That is, if the mud monsters don't get you first. Plants must have some version of the undead, raised from the ground by magical spores and such. Farewell.
Alright then. So, definitely not Enthier then. Where the crap is Enthier? He's outside. Why is he outside? Where is this stupid dark elf? Neria.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies.
What are you talking about?
Feralda, don't act like she didn't say anything. I know her, and I know what she's been up to.
Nope.
All right then.
Not dealing with that. Okay, really, where is this guy? Is he in the Arcania, maybe? Don't mind me just casually hopping through this through the floor. Yeah, he's probably over here. That makes sense. Probably just reading up on what on.
You're certainly making a name for yourself.
Oh. Would you look at that? Was that there the last time I came here?
Well, you're certainly making a name for yourself.
Yeah, I suppose I am. Oh, wrong door. This door.
I've got your back.
Okay, let's go talk to Urag first. Give him the good news. I brought you those spare books you found.
Treating any of these books poorly. Looks like you're still in one piece. And more importantly, so is the book. Thank you.
Yes, it's been very carefully. I mean, no, we didn't get it wet at all. Yeah, here are the books that went missing.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting?
What?
Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir.
I did not read it, actually.
I suppose you've earned these.
Racial phylogeny added.
Is in disarray.
Okay.
Books are strewn about here and there. It makes it impossible to determine if a book's been checked out.
I'm sorry. It's just the professors come in here and scatter the books without any concern for the person who has to clean up. I thought it might be more efficient if I waited until the end of the day to put the books back on the shelves.
And shall I be forced to wait until the end of the day as well? I will need to have a word with Urag regarding your training.
So, you got a comment about that at all?
Was there something
See,
specific
you were
you
the
needed?
one complaining. You're the
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yeah, I need to find out where that bloody Enthier is.
Don't need anything then.
Oh, my dear Urag.
Well, I suppose we can go talk to
You're trying
Tolfdir
so
about
hard to
those
make
books we
us
found. Though I don't actually know what they said, because I didn't read them.
Every time I approach him about...
And our reward for finding books was more books. So this is the thing, is it? How amazing you managed to get it back here.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Well, I'm glad to think you think so.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
Yeah, Urag said I should come see you.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
I found a book, Night of Tears. I didn't read it, but he thinks you should read it.
Ah, yes. Well, I'll be sure and stop by the Arcanium later. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already
It's
noticed
big,
the markings.
greenish blue,
Unlike anything
looks like a
you've
soccer
seen
ball.
before. Eliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Thalmor. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed.
It looks
Though I'm
vaguely
not sure
Daedric
that
from
you're
what I've
quite
read.
attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience. But can you feel that?
You're probably more tuned than I
This
am.
marvelous object. It practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I
Oh,
speak.
bug
with you.
off. Nobody likes you.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before.
I could stab him.
Audacity.
I can stab him for
I
you.
suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
What's going on?
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Oh, bloody hell. Why are you so concerned about this? Because you're a bloody Thalmor spy.
I'll be the one asking the question.
Bloody Thalmor
All you
spy.
need to know is that the Psijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the Old Mary Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here.
Because you're a bloody Thalmor spy and everybody knows it. Do I really have to do this with Mages College? I mean, I'm not really a mage anyway. But if the Thalmor are involved, I guess I kind of have to, don't I? Is he going to the Archmages?
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here. And then, now, you are going to speak to this
That's right.
monk and find out why he is here. And then he will be removed from...
Speak with Coronir, okay. I'm not seeing a guy. Travis, have I talked to you before?
You can see me?
Of course I can.
Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent.
You're the illusion teacher. You're the illusion teacher. Okay, fine, I guess. Back to the Archmage's room, I guess. That's the person teaching us about illusion magic. Can't tell whether he's invisible or not. Kind of in the way, guys. Okay, you'll be that guy again.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime.
I mean you no harm.
Several, if you're talented.
It is good to meet you in person.
Well, this is bizarre.
It is good to meet you in person.
What did you do?
I've given us a chance to speak privately. But I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance. And attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
It must. So why don't you do something about it?
I'm afraid it's not that simple.
Seems pretty simple to me.
You must understand, the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Ancano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
Why must I? Why should I? What exactly is the problem?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused.
So...
Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon. Something that cannot be avoided.
So what do you want me... Yeah, I can help, I guess, but I don't know what you expect me to do.
Unfortunately, the future is as obscure to us as it is to you. The overwhelming power of the Eye makes it difficult for us to see. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
The Augur? Who is that?
He was once a student here at the college. Now he is... something different.
And where will I find him?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location.
Surely, yes.
I'm sorry I cannot provide you with further help. But this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
Yes, I, the mighty mage.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is.
Personal space
now,
much?
What is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
Please ignore the blatantly evil person.
A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
So, I know what he told me, Iwata. What did he tell you?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Okay, apropos of nothing, have you ever heard of the Augur of Dunlane?
Has Toftir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Got it. Don't
Now,
talk
if
to
you'll
Tolfdir about this. Got it. Got it. Nope. Definitely not going to go talk to Tolfdir now. See, is he still worshipping the giant eye thing?
Cesargo is eager to hear how the scrolls are working.
I was just curious why you're frosting the wall. Is Tolfdir's in the Arcanium, okay. Drebus.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Ah, we need to go talk to Urag,
I don't want to
apparently.
see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Very clear.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
Oh, apparently I found some of Shalador's work.
Excellent. I'll start translating it. Shouldn't take me more than a day or two.
I didn't realize I could. Oh, Shalador's Insights, right. Have you made any progress with that? With the thing I just gave you?
I only just got my hands on it. I can only work so quickly.
Yes, I suppose that's reasonable. Any college business I can assist with?
There are more books to be recovered and secured in the Arcanium.
Okay, ready.
All right. I wrote down the last place I'd heard about. Don't get killed.
Oh, right. This is about the Moth Priest. I thought we already knew where that was.
Priest? What in Oblivion do you need a Moth Priest for?
Because I don't want to go blind. Yeah, just tell me what I need to know. Because apparently being rude to the librarian is a good way to get information.
Fine. No need to get your britches in a twist.
Oh, it actually worked.
The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial City. The Moth Priest make their home in the White Gold Tower. Sometimes they go out looking for Elder Scrolls. Lucky for you, there's a Moth Priest in Skyrim right now, doing just that.
Wait, really?
He stopped in to do some research in the library, then left for Dragonbridge. If you hurry, you might catch him there.
Yeah, we were told that twice now. And is that... Nope, apparently that's done.
Book? You talk to me. Otherwise you're going
Need to go find Tolfdir, wherever he is. I like the college quests, but the college is very confusingly laid out, and there's no real good marker of saying, go find Tolfdir, he's over in, yada yada yada.
I'm right behind you.
Mirabelle, Irvine... Actually, what are my skills at right now? Let's go check that out. Right now, Conjuration 46, Illusion 41, Alchemy maxed, Alteration 52. And we need to find... We need to use Alteration more often to get the second rank in this thing. Wouldn't mind getting Arcane Thesis for my Zoomy spell either, but that's just me.
Trouble?
And that's actually before you get into the quest itself. It's like, you show up at the college and there's this stereotypically evil guy there who's being stereotypically evil at you. And he continues to be stereotypically evil at the end, all through it. At no point is he subtle? Does he actually? At no point does he add any nuance to his stuff. Just evil 24/7. He's the evil Thalmor, obviously evil guy, who, surprise, is evil in the questline, and then you kill the evil guy like that. This questline could have been more nuanced at the very least. Like, the Eye of Magnus could have been used as a metaphor for actual different things instead of just, here's this magic MacGuffin we find, and it's too powerful for us, and so it gets taken away. No, where the crap is Tolfdir? No, really, where is he? Ah. He's over outside here. Follow the magic dragonborn sense of direction, I guess. Okay, he's over in the student wing for some reason.
Is it true?
Ah, there you are, Tolfdir.
Was here in the college?
Yep.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
The Archmage specifically said you're not to tell me about the Augur of Dunlane.
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked.
No.
Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
I suppose I could do that. Where is the midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
Duly noted. What are you talking about, the guy?
Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident.
Accident? What accident?
Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you?
Turn you into a pineapple, something like that, yeah?
It could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life destroyed. Well,
that's cryptic as all get out.
Accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong, and he ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college.
Oh.
I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about it, about how that must feel. Or I suppose, if he can feel at all.
That's, yeah. Oh, the Jarl has been appeased, apparently, because I killed the mage.
Very good. I hope this will allow us to maintain our reputation.
Okay, so, oh, that's actually pretty good. Do you have any water by chance? Because I'm really thirsty. Thank you very much. I don't know where that's coming from, but thank you.
All right then.
That just leaves Enthir to be found. He is somewhere. Oh, is he in the actual town? Why is he in the town? He's probably in the inn, isn't he? If I'd known that, I could have avoided all this whole Ancano business and just gone here.
Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Enthir, what the crap are you doing in here? I suppose you're a student. It is
Just say the
traditional to
word
get
if you need a
drunk.
drink or something to eat.
Yes, what is it?
Yeah. Here's your staff, first of all. I'd like the amulet.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Go back and give that to Onmund. I understand you're an elf who knows how to get things. That's code for your Thieves Guild fence.
All right, let's not overdo it. Meet me in my quarters.
Okay, first things first, though.
Anything else?
Yeah, I've been sent by Carlia.
Carlia? Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal?
Yes, but there's a problem.
A problem? Let me see it. Oh, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Thalmor language.
Can you read it?
No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calcelmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. A word of warning. Calcelmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy.
Markarth, of course, the one town that's at the entire opposite end of Skyrim. Okay, why did he describe it in Thalmor?
Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language.
Yeah, besides that.
I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Thalmor language. Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details.
Okay, how did he learn how to do it?
Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calcelmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you.
We can but hope. Okay, what can you tell me about Gallus? You knew him.
He was a dear friend of mine, and a surprisingly astute pupil of academia. I was devastated when he was killed. I suppose that risk always coexisted with his line of work. I just never thought his luck would run out.
Okay, he was an academic, but he chose to be a thief. Why?
For the thrill, of course. He was quite clear that he felt more.
I suppose I can understand that.
Climbing through a window rather than hunched over a dusty tome.
So, how did you meet him then?
Yes, quite an amusing anecdote, actually. I caught him trying to break into my laboratory. I was about to show him the error of his ways when he made a curiously astute comment about my research notes. I was astounded, and in turn it led to a conversation. Who would have imagined it would lead to such a strong friendship?
Who indeed? Okay. Now we've done that.
As a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
Okay, duly noted. First, we need to go talk to that augur of Dun Lane fellow. And then finally we can get out of the armpit of Skyrim.